Hello, everybody, and I'm here to say, if you are a kid, stay the fuck away. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a Reed of Lyre. I'm your host, Will, and this is...
Pikamain.
Yay! Last episode, prison. This episode, prison. Actually, no, Tigran.
Yay!
Right, I forgot, Tigran exists now.
Yeah.
Yippee! Let's go talk to the big... whatever the fuck you are. The god that created our world. The one who our continent is named after. The wake of dust flying out beneath us is now a gentle cloud of sand. It's relieving to not have the sound of wind in my ear anymore. Now this area feels empty.
Yes, I am Tigran. I am the god of your world, but I'm here as just a guide. You hold so much power here as I do.
And this form you've taken, is it a trick? Oh, hi.
A trick of the light.
Before me now stands a tiger, vibrant and strong with glowing green eyes.
I
They're
wanna
not-
boop his nose.
That's a god.
Boop a god's nose!
No, that will get you sent to the Shadow Realm.
Worth it.
They're not just a tiger, though. Their form is made of Fuck! Their form is made up of 3 different animals, from what I can tell. Second animal is some sort of reptile. It looks like a snake from the tail. I could be wrong. The last animal, last animal is a bird. A large winged hens that are as yellow as honey sprout from beneath their other sets of arms. They're completely naked, but have no reproductive organs. That's grateful information to have. Awesome. Fantastic, even.
How did you know I was your god? Most don't figure it out that fast, especially not the non-religious ones.
I haven't been to a place of worship in years, but I remember your form being that of a chimera. You know what? Let's just go with it. I also recognize the symbol on your torso. I say this slightly pointing to the triangle on their belly.
Interesting.
Oh wait, that was too enthusiastic.
Interesting. I thought you weren't able to keep a level head in the dire situation.
I am reading it wrong.
It's okay. It's not like anybody fucking cares as long as you do a good job.
I thought you weren't able to keep a level head.
They chuckled to themselves, each belt booming throughout the cavern. It just came to me, I suppose. Now, if it's okay, I'd like to take up more of your time by asking some questions.
Time doesn't pass here. Well, for me it doesn't. But if you come here unconscious, then it will.
So I am asleep. Is this the heavens? Afterlife? They shake their head.
No. The afterlife is a completely different ordeal. Something I won't explain to you. It would end up being a burden.
They raise a hand.
This is your mind's eye.
You have superpowers, congratulations.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Victor.
You have superpowers, Victor.
You're a visual novel protagonist, Victor.
The place where you can transcend time and body.
They gesture around with their arms.
It's your sanctuary.
I think my sanctuary is with Lyle, actually.
True.
My sanctuary? Why is it so calm now?
It is yours. It will react to your emotions and your thoughts.
But that the way the walls of this tunnel move slowly. Almost as if they're barely moving at all.
I never see it so calm this fast.
Walk up to one of the curved walls of the chasm and run my fingers along the side. They cut into the wall, and on the other side is more layers of light. Dust flies off of my hand, similar to the floor. Not a lot to stress about lately. I'm all out of room in my mind to fret about this, especially since I still don't know what this means for me yet. Put on a quizzical expression.
What this means for you.
I know you're doing your best to explain this, but it's a lot to take in. Along with that, my mind tends to wonder a lot.
That's okay. This isn't something that you could comprehend in a day. Not only that, but I'm a bit restricted.
Restricted? They raise a hand to their chest and run a finger along the glowing scar.
A punishment from the higher gods.
Tiger scar? I remember that the mountain range northwest of Erin was named for religious reasons, but didn't think it was that important.
Yes. Stops me from giving away too much information to mortals. Past events caused great chaos, left me punished.
So you can share your wisdom with me, but not direct knowledge? They frown.
Yes. The collective knowledge of this world is something you will have to attain for yourself. It's not something I can give to you.
All the collective knowledge of the world. That would make someone extremely powerful. But something feels off. There must be a catch. Oops, I accidentally skipped my line. Earlier you said that this was a curse. Something that could either help or burden me. The eyes brighten and I can see they've been eager to have this brought up.
That I did.
Fuck.
Oh. This ability is extremely powerful. The higher gods sometimes question me for bestowing it.
Their tails swish as they scratch their chin with a tiger paw.
But the world needs someone to act as their guide. Guide them towards a brighter future by making sure the mistakes of the past is not repeated. This power should only be used for the greater good. Any avatar who uses it for selfish intention is punished, and the cycle grows weaker.
Breeze around me sends chill up my spine as they say this.
So, I'll ask you this one question. I ask it for everyone.
Everything around me slows, even the mist beneath my feet.
If you can see any events from the past, and any events from the future, what would they be? And answer truthfully. I'll know if you're lying.
What would be your answer?
My?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've been told that the past is far behind us. The future doesn't exist. I don't really know. It's good to see the past mistakes in order to best learn and understand and to grow as a
I'm not.
person.
This question was not what in general you want. If you could see a specific moment.
A specific moment. I don't know. I feel like there are many, but I also feel like there's none. Like there's some things I'm curious about, but I also feel like, yeah, maybe let's not.
I just
Uh,
want to good work. If what I'm working towards will work out or not.
It's scary not knowing if something will work, but you won't find out if you don't try.
Why do you think I'm doing this now then?
You're trying to see if you can find out, which is great. What I'm trying to say is, try not to fear the unknown.
There are many other things I fear more than that.
Yay!
I look down at the ground.
Wait, I shouldn't have said yay. I shouldn't have said yay. I didn't know this would take such a tense turn so fast.
Oh, sweetie, it's me. I can turn everything depressing. I look down at the ground and attempt to think about this question hard.
This is always so fun. So much fun.
I'm going to poke your eyes out.
What do you mean?
I guess I'll start with the first. If I could see any event from the past, what would it be? Be honest, first thing that comes to mind is what I've been questioning for the past day. Who killed Raynar? Is that a selfish thought? No, I don't think it is. I want justice for our king. This isn't just to save myself. This isn't about me. But what would I do if I could see the future? Tigran didn't mention being able to see the future. Maybe it's a trick question. I'm ready to answer.
Good. Go on.
If I could see anything in the past, I would want to see you murder our king. Not for the safety of myself, but for the justice of his kingdom.
An interesting answer. And about the future?
Gather my thoughts and continue. The future is more difficult. Possibilities are endless and there's no event that is set in stone. But in a theoretical sense, suppose I would wish to see a tragic event before it happens so I could prevent it. Tigran bites their lower lip with curiosity before responding.
That's a unique response.
It is?
Huh?
Okay, so from this, since you started bestowing this power to people, it was unique that they wanted to see a tragedy so they could prevent it. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, okay, never mind.
It isn't the first time I've heard it, though.
I step back.
Jumping the gun.
Thank you for answering my question. You've had proving me with great insight.
So it's true then? They stop in their tracks and look down at me. Can I really see the past? Is it really possible to figure out who killed my king? They rub their chin with one of their hands and look at me with a concerned gaze.
Yes, it is possible. But you will need to train. Right now, your experience only allows you to see distant memories. And this has only happened because of certain triggers.
I'm going to grab Adrius and get him on a chokehold and then bash him against the wall and then throw him off a bridge.
Damn.
Sorry. That's getting cut out. Hearing them say this reminds me of how I had that vision of Elena's death right after hearing about it. That happened 10 years ago.
Anything recent would be harder to grasp. A twisted memory of the past.
They sigh.
For the past month, you've been becoming your own person more and more. I no longer are you an onlooker or a passerby. You finally removed your mask.
Okay? The fuck does that mean?
I have no idea.
Yes, you do. You're the bitch that said it.
We will meet again.
Speak.
Yeah, we will speak again.
How?
I have a feeling you already know.
Cryptic bitch. Jesus Christ. And with that, their figure slowly fades away, the light behind them refracting through their body like glass.
I like them
First,
being a cryptic bitch.
I'm lost, not knowing what to do next. Then I feel an empty pain in my stomach. I can feel my eyes physically gleaming with light as everything around me closes. I hear one last thing before I'm enveloped in comforting darkness.
Your eyes can see beyond the horizon, beyond the skyline. Use this.
Para bloquear. I'm
Yay.
back in the cell. My head is leaning up against the wall and my body is sprawled out on the stone bench. My body feels completely exhausted, not in a sleepy way. Was I dreaming? I lift myself up slightly and look out the window. The sun's rays are still being cast over the mountain like a golden crown. It didn't pass. Even if I only slept a wink, the light from the sun shouldn't be visible at all. So it was real. Either that or I'm crazy. I don't think you are, sweetheart. Can I really see into the past? It would make sense considering everything that's happened. That vision that I had where I was looking through Reynar's eyes, it was too real. Does this mean I could do it again? See back in time and figure out who killed him? Can't see how it would help me though. Not like anyone would believe me. I take the ring off my finger and fiddle with it in my hands, letting it on and off, watching it gleam in the moonlight. Focusing on objects helps me think. See another object gleam in the light. It's a shimmering object stuck in one of the piles of straw, like it's being hidden. Walking over to it, I reach in and pull out a small shard of glass. No, it's a piece of mirror about as big as a spearhead. Maybe someone was going to use it as a weapon. I lift it up to my face and try to look into it to see a reflection. The shard is scratched to hell, and there's not a very clear image. Face is slightly warped in the reflection. I can make out everything. My hair is a bit disheveled, and I look like I haven't slept in 2 days. Something does strike me as odd. I swear my eyes were green. Now that I get a closer look, they're blue. An extremely bright and vibrant blue, almost like diamonds. They were green before, I swear they were. Suddenly, I think back to what Tegrin said a few minutes ago. Finally removed your mask. Maybe there's a correlation to my eyes changing color in those visions. A side effect of some sort. I placed the mirror shard deeper into the straw pile I got it from, making sure nobody would be able to see it. I've still got the ring in my hand and walk back over to the bench, sitting down on it with my back to the window. I feel stuck. Like everything that's happened so far has led me here and now I can't do anything. My only hope is to try and see the past. I've done it before. I know I have. This isn't a trick and I need to start believing it. Even if nobody believes me. I can try to figure out evidence. Proof that can be used against the killer. Even so, I can have some solace in knowing who the killer is before I'm executed. A tremble shoots up my body as I think about being walked to the chopping block. That won't happen. I'll find a way. And I'll have Lyle to help me along the way.
Live by one's wit.
Richter! Who was that?
Hello.
It sounds like Tigran is speaking to me. It don't sound like that. The voice is muffled and twisted, as if someone were to grab the words and wring them out like a rag. And yet, they feel familiar, like I've heard them before. Live by one's wits. Advice, maybe? Another past memory sent to torture my mind with riddles is more likely. Almost makes me wish we didn't have the skill. I shake my head slightly and focus on the ring again. I need to play this smart. Can't go around acting like a fool anymore. This is the forest and I'm the fox being burned out of its den. My only hope is to find another way to tunnel out. And I'm going to need help from those I trust. And that's where we end the episode. Yippee! Short episode, but it's like a very good way to stop. A point to stop.
Short? It's short?
20 minutes.
I'd say it's a decent size.
Yeah, it's decent size. Doesn't mean that it's not short. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of A Reed of Lyre. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Do any of those things that you want. I don't mind. And even if you're only here for this episode, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.